Hello, everyone. So today we are going to dig in a little bit and go a little deeper into the importance of understanding your own individual body composition. We are all made different. Everybody has different goals. So it's really important that as you embrace this journey to health, you understand what are your specific goals and how to be the best version of yourself. And for us, is like we said in prior videos, it's not just about like the number of the scale. We want to break that. We want to talk about an insight look of more accurate ways to set goals and measurable goals in order to reach a healthy body composition for each one of you. So starting right with your BMI, a lot of times people set goals based on their BMIs, and the BMIs is simply your height divided by your weight, and it's not really an accurate way to measure our overall health because skeletal muscle mass is not accounted for. So we don't really need to create goals for specific BMI. Okay, so a lot of times everybody wants to create goals for that, and we have to be cautious about that. It really is not the best indicator for overall health. When it comes to fat mass and fat-free mass, fat mass is actually the total amount of fat in your body in actual pounds. So we could see in this particular scan, that this person has 29 pounds of fat versus the percentage, the number in parentheses right there would be the percentage of your body fat. And we want to make sure that like you understand that we focus always on always losing fat mass. If we need to lose fat mass, if your specific goals, if you are overweight or need to lose a little fat mass, so that's what we need to focus on. When we lose a total weight number, we could be losing skeletal muscle mass. So we want to be cautious, and you want to understand what this number in parentheses and what your fat mass is in order to get to a healthy percentage of fat mass. So right here there is a medically speaking, the ranges, clinically proven research, the ranges for healthy percentage of fat mass. So there is the age right here for females. If you're an athlete, ideal weight, ideal fat percentage, average, above average, overweight. So find your age here, and then try to set goals based on that. I usually tell people, so if you're right here on the overweight quadrant, then go ahead and just little by little get to the above average, and then from there get to the average. And once you get to that average, clinically speaking, where you should be, if you want to keep on going, that is fine. That is icing on the cake. But if not, just make sure you learn how to maintain that healthy fat mass percentage. A lot of people lose the weight and then it comes back with vengeance because they're not taught how to maintain that fat percentage. So that is, we pride on that. Our program prides on not just helping you lose that fat mass, just in helping you as well of how to maintain it forever, how to live like that without having to be on diets or logging or weighing food, how to maintain a healthy body composition mass after you have done one of our programs. So then also one thing to really consider, it's your skeletal muscle mass. Okay, it's really important that when you are that you understand the average amount of skeletal muscle mass that there is in your body. Okay, you want to actually create some strength goals specifics for you, and if you need to use some improvement on that, if you have done a scan with us, that's something that you can read easily. And one of the things you want to do is whatever program you're in, for us, we pride on making sure that we are keeping that skeletal muscle mass. And for many people, actually putting muscle mass on, it's very, very important. There is so much when it comes to skeletal muscle mass. Like, it really boosts your metabolism. It's actually, it's the way of naturally that we can burn fat, right? The more muscle you have, the more you burn. We have a built-in furnace when we have healthy skeletal muscle mass. So it helps us boost that metabolism. It also, there's lots of research. It prevents injury and it prevents disease. And it's really important that as you do this program or any program ever, that you are sure that you are not losing skeletal muscle mass. You're actually either keeping what you have or gaining skeletal muscle mass if it's something that you actually need to do. Everything, again, based on your body composition and your specific needs. Also, I love to explain to everybody this right here, because it's really important that you learn what your basal metabolic rate is. What's your resting energy expenditure? So your resting energy expenditure is the number of calories that you burn in a day doing absolutely nothing, just like breathing. That's it. So a lot of people are not feeding their bodies. They're not fueling their bodies with enough calories, and they eat way under their resting energy expenditure. And that's where we start hearing people saying, like, I'm really tired, or you know, I'm sluggish, or I keep on losing muscle. And what happens is, like, if in this particular case, if this person's resting energy expenditure is 1,371 calories, and they're actually eating 1,200, you're not even giving your body enough for what it needs to breathe, right? So this is really, really important that you understand that you shouldn't be eating less food than what your body actually needs to function. And a lot of people do that. They undereat, and then when they do eat, their body goes in protective mode and says, wait, I don't know when you're going to starve me again, so I'm going to hold on to this food, and it starts storing fat. And that's how we can gain fat under eating as well. So your total energy expenditure is like what you burn in a day with your activity level, and that changes every day. So, but that is important to know too, because you don't want to be eating more than what you burn in a day. You would gain weight if you do that. The healthy way to do weight loss, if that's what you want to achieve, is actually to be on a little bit of a caloric deficit, but not too much. And then after, get you to maintenance where you can eat your total energy expenditure. If I burn 2,200 calories a day, I should be able to eat 2,200 calories a day and not gain weight. But again, it's not just in calories. We will explain in videos later. This is all done with specific ratios of macronutrients. Again, eat enough, okay? So that's just very important right here. With body composition chart right there, it is really important. One, we have 4 different quadrants, right, that we can fall in. And that could be the sarcopenic obesity right here. Sarcopenic obesity means that there is an actual inverse relationship between body fat going up and skeletal muscle going down. And someone may not even appear to be overweight, but they can still fall into this category. So what needs to happen is we need to lean out a little bit and put a little bit more muscle on, so we could get into a healthy body composition. So we could also be into that increasing thinness quadrant, meaning that you have a low body fat percentage, but very little skeletal muscle mass. Usually chronic cardios fall on this, long distance runners fall on this. So we want to make sure that you are exercising correctly, eating correctly, and putting muscle on. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're healthy if we're in this increasing thinness quadrant. We really need to put some muscle on. Later on in life, arthritis, osteoporosis, all of those things, is important that we have healthy skeletal muscle mass. Increasing obesity is a high amount of both fat and skeletal muscle mass. So we want to be careful with that fat mass, and we want to get out of that increasing obesity and make sure that we are in what we call an increasing muscle mass. Not meaning that we're going to be the Hulk or anything like that. It just means that there's a proportionate, healthy amount of fat mass and muscle mass. It's balanced. It's healthy. Okay. So fluids, make sure it's important that we all hydrated. Half of your body weight in ounces of water. Women should be around 55% hydrated and men 60% hydrated. So that's something that is really important when it comes to body composition. You want to make sure that you're giving your body what it needs when it comes to hydration. And again, half of your body weight in ounces of water. Your visceral adipose tissue, that is that fat that covers the organs, okay? It's dangerous fat, so we want to make sure if you're a woman that you're under 31 inches, a man that you're under 37 inches. That would be the healthy number there as far as medically speaking. Okay, anything above those numbers puts you on the what we call the red zone. So you would be at risk for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, which can stop you from living your best life and fulfilling all the things that God has planned for you. I'm going to skip this one here for the purpose of this video, because if you've done a scan with us, you actually know a little more in depth of this. And so based on your body composition, we will move forward into what your macronutrients would be. And we will discuss that in further videos. So it's important. I encourage you to learn your body composition, to set some goals on that fat mass, on that skeletal muscle mass, on your hydration, on your inches around your waist for your visceral adipose tissue. It is very, very important that we not only get you to a healthy body composition, that we teach you how to maintain that. And that's where we're going to move forward in videos further from now. So have a great rest of your day, my friends.